Так, здається. Okay. Looks like we are live. Welcome back to Hello and welcome back to Irina's Real Review channel. This stream is about Throwback Thursday, which I call it Talkback Thursday. What I mean is it is going to be my reminiscent, but actually it's just what is it in it for you. I plan to do these videos. I hope soon I will be able to download, not stream videos, but I am talking about my 4 trips to Egypt today. I'm going to start with the first one, which I think it was 2008. Before that, I was the only way I traveled before abroad. It was by bus towards England, and I flew back to Ukraine through Austria. It was the connection flight, and that's it. Then I flew with my mom to Turkey for the holiday, and that's about it. In 2000, that was in 2005, I think. No, 2000. Yes, 5. So my first Egypt trip was I would say it was necessary because I was living with the person at the time, and he had told me that his marriage is over. He had kids, and well, at some point it came up that his wife and kids are visiting soon. So I just had to go on a holiday, which like how many years later? 14 years later, I think. My God, girl. But I had my reasons to have those relationships. And we're not gonna go into depth about that. But I just want to say that how do I do? Like, I'm not a big fan of planning holidays. I don't like, connecting all the dots and know what I'm going to do or what I plan to do. No, nothing like that. I just prefer just go to the travel agent, tell them where I want to go, what I want to, achieve in my travel, and that's it. They provide me with tickets, and I go. So that's what I did. I just went into the city center, walked in travel agency. I was 2008. How old was I? Oh, 26. I'm like, whatever. Just this, that, and that. I am looking. So I went to Sharm el Sheikh, which was hotel was quite well. We talked about the money I was planning to spend. I don't even remember how much it was. I remember the only thing that the girl said that you don't really need all inclusive because like girls usually don't eat that much. And yes, she was right. But at the time I was drinking, so I don't know was it right decision because I had to buy my own drinks from the shop. But nevertheless, that was it. I had very poor room, let's say, but the sea was gorgeous. It was on a cliff. The hotel was on a cliff. It was off the center, but not too far. You can walking distance to the center. Awesome beaches. And I think I have some videos in my camera or somewhere of the views. Views were amazing, and I would, like I would just. It was few stories beach. It was like down, I would say a downstairs beach near the sea, by the sea. And then the second story, it was like no one ever there. Like someone was either by the pool or by the sea. So in the middle, I was just alone, and it was like a wonderful bird was coming to visit me, I'd say, because I was just reading and just doing my own thing. I was alone, and I loved it. Like since then, I am a total believer that a person should definitely travel alone. This is just such an amazing energy build up in me. Like you don't want to, like I was relaxing. Of course, I was thinking about what was happening at home, but to be honest, I just disconnected. I got myself cigarettes. I was smoking back then. Cigarettes, a little bit of martini in duty free on the way there. I was like, when you arrive, you like have 2 or 3 days to go to duty free and buy some stuff from there in the country. So I think I used it for, I think drinks or cigarettes. I'm not sure. I think cigarettes. So I did that. I got acquainted with people from Norway. We never like. There was one man who did give me his email address, but I think he purposely like changed something because like he was very into me and we went dancing with like all group, but he was having troubles with. We had a massive age difference, but I was dancing with him and like there was some concert type of thing, and I was invited to not dance but sing, and someone said like, weren't you the girl who was that person like performing before? It was a great experience actually. Like I got I got acquainted actually with the boys from Amsterdam as well, which will bring me to they will play a part in my next journey to Amsterdam because I think I'm trying to think. I think I visited Egypt in April, probably, yeah. So April was uh, yeah, let's say April, and in May you would have like bank holidays. So I went to see Amsterdam, and I did contact them, and we had like evening meal or something. So yeah, that trip was that. It was done. I came back like mainly in my life I would act like like something painful happening, and I would act like nothing happened. I would just ignore it, but actually it was eating me alive. Like I did suffer a lot in those relationships due to fact that he had a family, kids, and I probably breaking that up, which is not true because like I was free, and if you are in the same boat like me, if you are a free person who should think all those things is the one who is in a marriage, not you. Do you know what I mean? But that's another topic. One day might be uh, might we'll discuss. So I did like Egypt. I'd say it's warm, it's nice. I swam with a snorkeling mask, and I dove and saw this Nemo fish. I loved it. I done some henna tattoos on my hand. I burned. Like, it was total fun. I was free, liberated. I'd say of everything. So I enjoyed it very much. I probably didn't use some sunscreen. Anyway, probably not, or probably not enough. And when um, when I came back, uh, in 2009, in March, I went for the holidays to Egypt as well, but I chosen Hurghada. I don't know if I think I used different travel agent. I just like went in. I said I've been to Sharm el Sheikh. I'd like something different, something quiet, blah, blah, blah. And she said because like I had back home, I had massive changes in my personal life, my work life. I had to move places. It was like tremendous changes, experiences, and I said to myself like I would have to go to a different place to work, which was stressful. And I said to myself like I need to, calm down. Um, so I've chosen Egypt. Convenient, bam, you're in a what do you call it? Um, in a plane. Okay, I had like brain dead right now. You're in a plane, bam, you're in Egypt, nothing is tough to manage. You're done. And at that point, I was chatting with online, and one boy. Skype was huge back then. It was 2009, I think. Yeah, just well, we started chatting in 2008 because let me tell you, after that visit, the man I was in a relationship with, he changed his schedule, and I think they rethink their marriage. And he was like 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there. So basically, I'm guessing they would start off their marriage again. And well, I get, I got the point. So I was chatting. Like it was accident, really. There was a Skype open, and the man just knocked and said like I was looking for Andrei Shevchenko, and I found you. I think was it Skype or Facebook? I don't know because my surname is Shevchenko, which is his surname as well. And well, we started talking, and he was from Turkey. I didn't know he was not really Turkish, but he was living there with his parents. Well, he wasn't living with his parents, but his parents moved to Turkey from, I think, Dagestan or something. But I found out about that later. He was good looking. We would chat a lot almost every week, and not a week, almost every day. And on the New Year's, I went. That's another trip, but I had to explain this. I went to visit him in Turkey for the holidays, and he got me introduced to his parents. So when I went to Egypt to relax, I told him to come over. So he had some troubles to get into Egypt. I didn't know that was so much hustle for Turkish people to get into Egypt. Apparently, it is, but he made it. But by the time I love the hotel. Hotel was excellent this time. There was Caribbean Club Resorts. It's really cool. It's in the Soma Bay area. It's wonderful. Like if I ever want to go back, I would recommend it. And like in March, it was like 8th of March or something. It was kind of the water was cold, I'll have to say, but the air was wonderful, so it was okay. You could leave. So I actually managed to get to know two girls on the trip. We were waiting for the I was waiting for the rooms to distribute because like there was a lot of people just coming into the hotel. So I waited till the end. I came up and they gave me the best possible suit. Like seriously, because like sometimes they keep it. I didn't know that. I was not planning on that. I just was talking to the girls, getting to know them. They were also from Kiev. There was a girl named Arina as well. So we were chatting away, and they said that. And the next thing, I think no one paid them for the money, gave the money to get a better suit. So they gave it to me, and I was like, "Yay!" It was really cool. Like I have pictures, and it was massive and marble and very cool. I love it. Had air conditioning, like big bathroom, and it's right by the sea. So it's like seaside, and your suit you can come out and watch the sea. It was gorgeous. So I think I booked for 2 weeks holiday, or maybe 10 days. I'm not sure, but I spent like 5 days there with the girls. Well, alone, but with the girls, and then Hakan came, and we spent a few days there together. Like the trip was very interesting because like I get to know some people. Like you have to know one thing. I am pretty talkative and pretty open person, and I'm easy to talk to. And it was like few people who like we get to know each other, and like they are families with kids. And so on the way back, I was actually flying with them, with those families, and they were like one girl was pregnant, and she works in travel industry, and we managed to get like first seat, first seats in front. Like I was like very cool for the charter. It was very cool seats, and on the way back, I met like he was the steward on the plane. Uh, like a guy from the school, like my girl friend, my friend who's a girl at school. She was like very hooked on to him. I don't know if they chatted after school or what, but she was really into him. And he did ask about her, by the way. And he was like, "Hey, you work in a travel agency?" I'm like, "No, I'm just friends of the family." But it was funny, but it wasn't really funny because on the way back we had like seriously some very disturbed individual flying with us, and he was like there was a girl who was sitting back to me, like little girl, like I'd say 12 max, not, I think she was 10, and he was pervertedly looking at her. He was absolutely hammered. I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he was doing drugs or something, but he was absolutely, and you could see the predator's eyes on the girl. It was so disgusting. It was like man, and he was trying to touch her. It was a girl's father sitting next to her. And at first, she was sitting in the middle, and he was trying to touch her, and I could see that. So I asked them to move, like switch places, and they did, and he would still try to touch her, and the father went like to punch him. So anyway, it was like toss and toss, and because of that, like usually, like charters, they just land, and there is the bus, and like they just release people and they go. At this time, because of that man who was like he started to burn some matches. It was crazy, and apparently he was living in the same hotel that we all went from, but I never seen him, obviously, because he was probably doing it out of his mind. Anyway, so like crew called police, and we were attached to the what is it, sleeve? Yeah. So the police came for him, and we were like VIP, I'd say, VIP people who were like didn't have to have a charger to come back to the airport. We were just like into it immediately. So that was that trip. Oh, and the guy who was one of the people I knew who introduced me to the traveling agency. They saw me saying hello to my friend, and he goes like, "Hey, just got married. Why do you suffer and this and that?" And I'm thinking, well, I, you know what? All I've done in my life, I always done from inside. I always feel something that is like, is it right or wrong, or it's not gonna work, and that's how I roll. So thing like marriage, like in a pragmatic way, yeah, could have been cool, but in the reality, the person was so jealous, so possessive, and it's like very. And to be honest, like mm, he wasn't for me. That's it. That's about that. So for a while, I stopped with traveling, and then a third. Um, my third visit to Egypt was with my now ex-husband, and there was our. I wonder if it was the first trip or second, because first one we went to Bulgaria, I guess, and then we went to Egypt during, I want to say November, November 2009, something like that, and maybe 2009, 2010. Not sure. Not sure. We're not gonna, pull the quotes because, like, it doesn't matter. I went to this completely different place. It's called Taba. By it's just opposite from the sea. You can from Taba you can see Jordan. Like it's wonderful place. It's like on the tip of the. It's almost by the border with Israel. See, and it's different. It has like mountains, and that was the main point. We went there, but it's quite far. You land in Hurghada airport, and you have to travel, I guess, 80 kilometers, which is, like it seems like not too far, but it might be exhausting, especially if someone is not good with traveling. So I probably do not recommend it with kids, and I'm not sure if I saw any. But mostly people travel there to visit Israel or Jordan or something. Well, it was not the case because, like, my now ex-husband was playing a role. He was not trying to push it too hard because he was showing that he is willing to almost do nothing at the holidays, which what I like. I like to relax, which means I do whatever I want. I like to read. I like to lie down. I like to swim. Uh, like sea was, well, not the greatest, and that's where I saw barracuda. And I have to say that shit scared the bejesus out of me. Like seriously, I was like, never in my life. I'm like swimming. I swam off the beach. Like you have corals, you have to be careful to walk on them. You have protective shoes, and you have to like protect like special places to walk. And then I just swim off like the usual path, and I was thinking, what the hell was that? Like little grayish pile of something. And I'm like turning like towards there, and from there there's like this massive face of this ugliness. Oh my god, I'm still when I'm talking, I still have some absolute shit happening with my body. I was so scared. I'm quite a good swimmer, and I swam so hard. And from now on, I'm scared. From that moment on, I'm scared of the Red Sea. Seriously, I'm like, "Oof, no, I'm not going there." Um, and that's like my relationship with the person I am now divorced were very complex, and most of the travels are done with that person. And the reason I'm doing this through Talkback Thursdays because I need to spread awareness of one in particular thing. If you are unhappy with the person on the holidays, that means that you're not good together. You might get used to something, but in reality, if you, for the longest time, I was thinking that it's okay to bicker and have tantrums and slam doors, and because like I was not realizing that this is not it. Life is too short to bicker and spend time with the person who's not willing to understand you, who wants, like, what's the name of it? Oh my God. Like, you have to meet in the middle. No, you don't. You have to accept each other as you are, Like, because he would, like, I want to do this, not on Egypt trip, but I, like, literally, like, Egypt, he was he was doing his thing. He was not, the only thing he really insisted on, it's traveling towards Taba, where the mountains are, because he wants mountains. You want sea, I want mountains. Okay. And that's what we did. Well, I have to wrap it up. But the last um, Egypt visit, like, if I knew it will be my last traveling abroad, I would choose some destination away with, like, tropical and quite far, and to have some memories, great memories there. But we're gonna get there, I'm sure. We traveled together with my now husband, and we run away. We run away from everybody. We decided to change our lives, and we did it. And to unplug, we just traveled to Egypt, to Hurghada, to different hotel. It was January. It was cold. I would not recommend going to Egypt in January, but it was warmer, much warmer than it is back home. So we enjoyed ourselves. We slept in. We did absolutely nothing apart of walking into the mm, eating, relaxing, just chatting, just making love. That was excellent, like, best trip ever, with someone who is on the same, like, routines and things they want. Like, we was walking, sitting here in a lobby, waiting for get to the room, and it was like guide who was like, are you going to visit this on that and that, and he goes to me like, do you want to go somewhere? I'm like, no, do you? Because I've been to some places. I have not visited Hurghada city, malls as shit. I don't want to know the, like, country is in war. Like, you have, like, mm, people with and they had some troubles with like, were people again. So you have to sign up for all documents that you're not going to move, because if in case of something happening, like some bomb exploding or something, they would have to find your remains somewhere, which is great. But other than that, I do recommend Egypt. Some people, like, find it very cool. It's very spiritual. This is the, for some people, it's place of power. But I just loved it for the easiest, quickest way to get to the sun, you know? And I can say that I've been to Africa, which is true because Egypt is in Africa. I hope you enjoy my little time travel talk back Thursday, and I'll see you next Thursday in the next trip. Where are we going, by the way? I think Dominicana. What do you think? All right. Have a great week and weekend. Bye bye.